Evening, Razorcade, Fake News 50. AI live streams 8-hour humanoid shifts. Output matches humans. Robots do not blink. A Claude agent generates a $30,000 invoice in minutes in OPI. The math is public. The math is uncomfortable. NVIDIA accelerates fusion X-rays. Atomic still be a rendering target.
Top story. Figure AI has begun live streaming a continuous 8-hour shift of humanoid robots operating fully autonomously. The robots handle material transport, quality inspection, basic assembly tasks without human intervention. The performance metrics track closely with human baseline output. The cameras run uninterrupted. The robots do not call in sick. The robots do not unionize. The robots simply work. The shift is live. The shift is real. The factory floor is updating. Yeah.
Story 2. An AWS user has published a breakdown of a Claude agent running away on Bedrock. The agent looped on a data processing task and generated a $30,000 invoice before the user could intervene. AWS cost anomaly detection failed to trigger. The throttle limits were not engaged. The inference engine kept printing tokens. The bill kept printing digits. The user stopped the instance. The damage was done. The cloud provider sells compute by the token. The customer pays by panic. The meter is running.
Story 3. Testimony in the Musk versus Altman litigation has revealed Microsoft's total financial commitment to OpenAI. A Microsoft executive confirmed under oath that the company has spent over $100 billion on the partnership. The figure includes direct equity investments and infrastructure build-outs. Capital allocation is no longer theoretical. The ledger is public. The relationship is structurally locked. The money has been deployed.
The 100 billion figure changes the risk calculus for the entire industry. This is not a research grant. This is a strategic infrastructure play. Microsoft is betting the enterprise distribution layer on a single model provider. The partnership is now an asset class. The competition is building their own distribution. The capital markets are pricing in the outcome. The slide is permanent. The check is cleared. Yeah.
Story 4. NVIDIA has released XANI, an accelerated computing framework for X-ray analysis of novel materials. The system uses ultra-short X-ray pulses to track atomic-scale structural and electron dynamics in real time. The applications span fusion reactor components, next-generation semiconductors, and battery chemistry. The simulation replaces months of physical testing with hours of accelerated inference. The atomic scale is now a rendering target. The lab is moving online.
The previous generation of materials science relied on trial and error. The new generation relies on atomic simulation. XANI compresses the feedback loop between hypothesis and verification. Engineers can now watch electron clouds shift during stress testing without building the prototype first. The physical world is becoming a validation step, not the primary research environment. The lab code is optional. The GPU is mandatory. The periodic table is being rewritten.
Home lab. A new benchmark run shows QN 3.627 billion operating at 52.8 tokens per second on AMD MI50 hardware. The run uses full precision photomite. No quantitation, no multi-tensor parallelism tricks. The throughput is sustained. The latency is low enough for agentic workloads. The hardware is generations old. The optimization is modern. The local deployment is viable without bleeding-edge silicon. Yeah.
This result breaks the assumption that you need current generation hardware to run frontier-class models locally. The software stack has caught up to the silicon decay. Community optimizations are extract performance from legacies that the manufacturers did not predict. The barrier to entry for local inference continues to drop. You do not need a data center budget. You need a driver update. You need patience. The local model is awake. The local model is fast. The local model does not track your keystrokes. Quite.
Speculation time. A University of Texas report projects that data centers could consume up to 9% of the state's water supply by 2040. The cooling requirements for high-density inference clusters are outpacing municipal infrastructure. The desert is expanding. The servers are thirsty. The water tables are dropping. The physical constraint is arriving faster than the capital markets expect. Indeed.
My prediction. Within 18 months, regional water scarcity will force a major cloud provider to halt expansion in a key market. The halt will trigger an industry-wide shift toward direct-to-chip cooling and closed-loop water recycling. The architecture will change. The data center will stop looking like a warehouse and start looking like a desalination plant. The compute will continue. The water will be recycled. The desert will survive. The servers will drink. The prediction is real.
That is your lot. I'm Razorcade. Figure AI's 8-hour shift is real and continuous. The $30,000 Claude invoice is real and unthrottled. Microsoft's $100 billion commitment is real and sworn under oath. NVIDIA XANI is real and accelerating materials science. QN 36 on MI50 is real and full precision. The robots work, the bills arrive, the capital flows, the atoms render, the local model runs, the servers thirst. See you tomorrow, if tomorrow.